Hello. Hi all, and in this today's video, we are going to learn about the Pandas, which is one of the most important libraries for data analysis. Pandas will help us work with data in table format just like Excel, and we will create data set, filter it, calculate average and sort values, right? So right now, you can see a sample code written over here where we have imported the module, right? So in Python we basically use pandas at the as the pandas module, right? So basically pandas is the uh, Python module that we are using over here, right? And then we have created a sample data, right? So basically the data that you see over here has been stored in the dictionary format, right? And each dictionary is basically having a key and an attribute, right? So basically the key over here is name, and then the values for the name are Rahul, Priya, Amit, Neha, right? Again, the key value over here is the uh, age, and in the age basically you can see the age limit of all the candidates, then the city from where they belong to, and then the salaries, respective salaries for the particular candidates, right? So that is the current data, and how it has been stored. So like if you want to now create a data frame for this, right? So what is the command? Let's get going and let's try to create it through the Python data frame, right? So that will be df is equal to pd dot data, uh, let's do it like this, data frame, and then we do it data, right? So if I do that and if I run it, let's wait for the result. Okay, so my apologies, I was not able to print the data frame. I'll have to print the df value as well. So I'll print df. Meanwhile I think it is busy in the execution, but let us execute it once again. Let's wait for it somehow, and for some point in time, and then let's execute it again, right? Let me try it again. So let's wait for the execution to be completed. Okay, I think we executed it twice in a row. So first time when we executed it, we actually did not put out the print statement, so basically that was a blank output. This time I however expect the data frame to be mentioned over here. Let's wait. Okay, so now you can see that the data that was written by us in the Excel format has been structured by pandas, like it's a very prettified format if you would focus over here, and you can see everything is in a very uniform or unified format, where you can see the name, the age, city and salary, right? Now I want to see, let's say, the first three rows only. I do not want to or do not wish to see the uh, less number of rows, right? So how we are going to do that? We are going to just simply write, if you want to see the first three rows, just use the head command inside the Python, inside the pandas. So basically the head module will show you the first n number of rows that you want to see. So let's say if I only want to see the two rows, right? So this basically shows you the first n number of rows you want to see, right? Now let's save it and let's run it again. Maybe it will take some time, but we will be able to see the result. So this time we are lucky that the module that I imported already is working. Otherwise we had to spend some amount of time in importing this module and then putting it into the Python, and then running the use case actually. So that would have taken a lot of time. Let's wait. Okay, so just give me a moment. I need to hash this out because we already done through that. Now let me run it once again. Okay, I am not able to see the values. So basically the head function should have shown the values. Let me try it with the values again. Okay, my bad. I again missed out on the print statement. I'll have to do the let's do one thing. Let's print here df.head followed by 2. Save it and let's run it again. My apologies again. Actually I forgot to uh, put the print statement, because of which you are not able to see the output. We were seeing only the previous output. Yeah, now you can see that the 2 rows have been printed over here. So basically the n number of rows you wanted to see, it has been displayed with the head command, right? Now let's say if I only want to access single column, right? So let's say I want to access name column, right? So you can see that there are multiple columns over here. So there is a name column, age column, city column, salary column, right? So if I want to access any column, what I need to do is I'll have to do print followed by the df, let's say salary. Make sure please that the name is the same that you are given over here, as it is case sensitive, right? So just save it and I am going to simply run it. Okay, okay, I did not hash it out just to make the results clear. Let me hash this out again. I just want to make sure that we are putting up the right thing. Oh, okay, let's run this again. Okay, so now you can see that the salary column has been displayed successfully, and you can see salary column for all the candidates, right? Now let's say if I want to filter the data and go further, right? So let's say filtering data. Now let me hash this out because we have already run this code and I do not want to confuse you with other codes. We should be clear what we are doing. So I will do high salary. I'll take a high salary variable and I will do it is equal to df uh, and df salary should be greater than 60,000. Okay, so basically what we are doing is we are trying to find out or figure out the salary which is basically going above 60,000 for a particular candidate, right? So it will basically filter the rows where salary is greater than 60,000. It will give you the uh, output for that. So basically, if you would see, greater than 60,000 is basically for Amit, who is earning 80,000, and then right. So I will do print high salary over here. That is what we need to do. So print, and I would do high underscore salary, right? So it's already there. Thank you, VS Code, and we are going to run it. Okay, so now you can see that, as we talked about, this was the output, as Amit's and current salary was above 60,000, so they got displayed as part of the rows, right? Now if I want to calculate the mean, right, so let us hash this out again. Now if I want to calculate the mean, right, so I'm going to do df followed by salary, and then I would use the statement dot mean to get the output over here, right? So it will calculate the mean of the salary, right? So let's run this. Let us put a print statement also, or we can do mean s is equal to mean sal is equal to df salary. Okay, and then we need to print mean sal. Okay, now let's run it. Okay, so the mean salary is basically 67,000, right? So basically if we talk about mean, so basically we have summed out all the data points and then we divided it by the total count, so we got the salary, right? So we basically added the salaries and divided it by the number, right? So we added all the salaries 50, 60, 80, so that's 1,10,000, 1,90,000, 2,80,000, and somewhere around 335. I'm not sure about that, but 335. So you average it out. So 335 divided by 5 is coming to somewhere around. I'm just giving a average average out way, how we are doing it right now. The last part is quite tricky and also a bit complicated, but not that much. You would be able to understand it very quickly. The last part is basically related to sorting values, right? So if you want to sort a value, let's say you want to sort the name, and the name should be you know descending, right? So basically what you have to do is df dot sort, let's take a name, uh, sort name. Okay, so that will be equal to df dot sort by what? So that will be by name, or let's do even better. Okay, let's go with the name and put ascending equal to false. So why we want it descending, right? That is what it means. So just give me a moment. Okay, let's print this out. Sorry, I got stuck. Okay, and let's you hashed it out, right? Let's run this. Okay. Okay, my bad, it's not sort, it will be sort underscore values, right? So that will be sort underscore values. We are going to sort it by name. Let's check if the name is right. Yes, the name value is correct, and then we'll make it descending order, right? So it should come like 11 OPQR. So I think it should start with Priya. That is what I think. Let's try. Okay, 1 second. I have actually done sort name. I tried to print the sort name, and okay, so yes, sorry, I was saying Priya, but it is actually Rahul, because R comes after P. So basically, it starts with Rahul, then Priya, then Neha, then Karan, then Amit is in the last, because it is going in the descending order, and A is coming, very first, right? Like it's the least one. So that is how the rows have been interchanged now, and they have been changed with respect to the name, right? So that's all from my side in this particular video. So we learned about, you know uh, creating data frames, filtering the data, calculating average and sorting the values using pandas. And in the next video we will be learning, how to read the CSV files using pandas, or maybe we are going to talk more about the MCP servers, or the MCP, which is your model context protocol, a very integral part of the uh, AI, the artificial intelligence. So thank you all for today's session. I think this was a very informative session. If not, then please let me know. Please like, share, or subscribe our channel, and definitely I'm going to see you in the next video. Thanks guys.